Hello, welcome to my channel, Glen. My name's Glenn, this is my cryptocurrency journey. I'm currently doing live videos through my iPhone because my laptop is buggered. So unfortunately, this is the only sort of content I can provide you guys at the moment. I can't show you, which is really annoying. I had a £2,000 laptop, an Apple MacBook Pro, and my daughter spelt something on it, and it started playing up, as you guys saw in the video. BBL straight in there, boom, sup Glenn. So yeah, she's on the naughty step. But it means I've got no laptop. I'm waiting for the content insurance people to make a decision on whether they're going to cover it or not. I should hear back this week, but anyway, hopefully I'll get a laptop soon as I can. I can provide you guys with this type of videos that I like doing, the live videos where I can see what you're saying, also show you content that I like or things that are interesting to me that day. But anyway, as you guys can see, I'm live from the Crypto Cave. I'm thinking Crypto Cave as a name for this place now. Every time I think about what this is, me and my family, we always say like, oh yeah, that's Dad's shed, or you know, I'm going to go in the shed. But I don't really want to say that for you guys, to say, oh hey guys, I'm going to be in the shed in a minute. So I was thinking Crypto Cave. What do you guys think? You got any suggestions? But you can see here, this is a work in progress, and you know, when I first said that I was going to make this my main place of doing YouTube videos, I weren't sort of mucking about. It was just that I had to wait until I had enough money to do it properly. I didn't just want to sort of mess it up. So I've actually gone out and bought acoustic soundproofing insulation. So this stuff isn't that good for retaining heat, but it's really good for sound proofing. So what I mean by that is that what things that I say, this is the stuff that was in there before. You can see this polystyrene shit, and that was here all over, and the people that used this before, they never boarded it up or anything. It was just that on show. So I took all that out. I've got some proper acoustic, but this cost me about £50 a roll. I had to buy 2 rolls, and you can see there's gaps. So I've still got to do these 2 bits in the roof. You can see there's bits down below that I didn't have enough for. This is literally all I'm left with, this small piece here. And I've still got to do this side of the wall. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry if my video is not very good. You can see I still need to do this side of the shed, but all of this side, pretty much all the roof is done. Now today was an absolutely boiling day, just randomly. I didn't know it was going to be a boiling day, but it was. Oh, that's better. I should stand in front of the light. It was an absolutely boiling day, and I was trying to fit this insulation in myself. This shed gets pretty warm when the sun's out anyway, but trying to fit insulation in a roof on a really hot day in a really hot shed, I was sweating my nuts off. So the reason I wanted this soundproofing was, one, because when I'm out here, especially at night time, it's not so much I'm worried about the noise I'm going to make, because I've sort of shown you guys before, there's nothing behind this wall. There's like the end of someone's garden, and I'm at the end of my garden. So, you know, we're sort of a good, I don't know, probably 15 to 20 meters away from my house. Same with next door, and same with next door, you know, that side. So I've got no one around me at all. So I could be as loud as I want. But I could hear everything outside. So I think one of you guys commented once saying, oh, is that your dog barking? No, it isn't. That was my next door neighbour. So that just goes to show you, you can hear, even you watching the videos, wherever you are in the world watching it, you can hear sound from next door coming into the shed. And I could hear planes going overhead. I could hear people, like maybe 3 houses down, I could hear them shutting their back doors or windows, and it sounded like someone was walking into the shed. So I thought, right, I need to get some soundproofing in here. So you know, it doesn't distract me from what I want to do. So anyway, that's the reason I've done this. A lot of people said, oh, why are you know, in the Telegram group, people were saying, oh, why are you worried about insulating it? Are you worried that it's going to be cold? I'm not actually one for getting cold. I don't get cold that much, and if I do, I just put a jumper on. It was more the soundproofing, so I hope that makes sense. And then today I've bought 7 of these boards. These are moisture resistant plasterboard. So the normal plasterboard we have in the UK is this stuff here. You can see it's like a grey colour. You know, it's not particularly thick or anything. But this stuff is moisture resistant. It's got a green backing all around it. That's to stop any sort of damp building up on the boards, because obviously this is an outhouse. As I said, when the sun shines on it, it gets really hot in here. So I bought this moisture resistant plasterboard. I haggled at the builders merchant, so I got that for about £7.50 per sheet. There's about 7 or 8 sheets there. So today I spent all in total about I think it was about 180 quid, something like that, and I still need to buy another roll. So I'm going to end up spending about 220, 230, and that should have it boarded out. What are you doing for aircon? Do you want me to show you what I do for aircon? Bam! Just a typical stand fan. I actually found that in the loft, so that was free. But I would like a proper aircon unit in here because today was really hot. I'm not too fussed about the aircon side of it because unless I do a video sort of midday, which is very rare, I normally do more like midnight most of my videos. Like now, it's really warm in here. So it's obviously holding in heat. Plus I've got to put the plasterboard on. So it's going to retain heat and sound even better. So it's going to be really nice and toasty in here most days. So I'm not worried about heat or aircon at the minute. We're in the UK, we don't have that many hot days. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, guys. Everyone always asks me, Glenn, what's an update on your shed and when you're kitting it out? So obviously you guys may know that obviously I got the electrics done out here. So I don't know if you can see, I don't know if my phone will reach that far. My phone's on charge because it's about to run out of battery. That's a consumer unit. You can see there, that's a light switch. I've got a motion sensor light out the front. And then we've got 1, 2, I've got 3, 4, 5 double plug sockets. So I can plug in a computer or laptop in any corner of this shed, which is pretty cool. I'm going to get probably a TV on this wall with maybe an Xbox or something. And then obviously a computer. Power is the main problem in the UK. Do you think you can make ROI? Let's have a little look. What you guys saying? David says, hi Glenn. BP says, hi Glenn. Sweet, where are the miners going? Hey Glenn, sappening people. P5 wallboard. I don't know, over here we just called it, well, they said it was just moisture resistant. What are you doing for aircon? Power is the main problem. So ages ago, I always thought when I was going to get a Antminer S9, this is where it was going to go. I was going to have a rack along this wall here, obviously once it's plasterboarded. I was going to have a big rack here. I was going to set up some GPU mining and a couple of ASIC miners. That was always like the dream, which still could come true, I suppose. Especially with that Z9. But anyway, that was the dream. Obviously, we've realised that mining is a lot harder to make profit than first thought. And obviously, you're always sort of chasing, and really, you're always sort of like the last man, if you like, the last person jump in. You're never going to be able to compete with Bitmain. They're always going to have the machines out there for months before you even can buy one. And obviously, they up the mining power or difficulty. Sorry, I'm going to have a little mess about here. Oh, actually, that's pretty good there. Yeah, it looks pretty good there, doesn't it? Just use pro hashing and rent your hash power. I don't know, guys. I'm sort of really going off the idea of mining in general, actually. cloud mining and mining myself. I'm just thinking probably now it's better to just invest in coins. It may come back round. I don't know. I can't obviously say for example for certainty, but I feel like. Can you guys hear me? Okay, let me know if you can't. I feel like mining. I feel like I'm always chasing my tail a bit. I feel like I'm always behind the curve, and I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I see all these videos coming out, and some people do some really good videos. You know, oh, should I mine this for the day, and I'll mine this for the month, and I think, oh, you know, yeah, I could be doing that and sort of flicking between what coins to mine that day. But I don't know, obviously the whole premise was to just set up a miner and just have it mining 24/7, just Bitcoin. Obviously we all know that's too difficult now, and the chance of you actually getting some proper decent amount of Bitcoin is hard, even just to break even. So then you'd have to resort to mining other shit coins and stuff like that. And if you're going to start thinking like that, you might as well just buy some shit coins, because you could probably buy some coins for like 1 cent and it goes up to 10 cent and you've 10 times your money. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there's still money to be made in mining? Is it worth trying or doing at the moment? I'm not too sure. I haven't been sold on mining for a little while now, which is a shame, because that's how I started this YouTube channel. That was my initial thoughts. That was my dream, to mine Bitcoin. But I'm thinking now, if I can make money through trading or buying and selling other types of coins, and then just buying Bitcoin and obviously holding on to it that way. And then obviously I'll start thinking today, actually a couple of topics I want to bring up. Today, literally within the last couple of hours, Bitcoin Cash has upgraded its blocks to the 32 megabyte capacity, which apparently Bitmain are going to try and mine a block that size, which I don't know what to think of it, really. I mean, it's good, I suppose, for the space. It's good that, you know, Bitcoin Cash are trying to think of ways to improve cryptocurrency as a use case. But saying that, someone posted, one of the magical crypto friends, which I believe are live now actually. So if you're watching my video over their video, thank you very much. I don't know if they've finished their video yet. Bitcoin Cash is a trap from Bitmain. Yeah, that's the thing. Bitcoin Cash and Bitmain seem so, you know, close knit. It makes me think, hang on a minute, something going on there. So what was I saying? Yeah, so anyway, one of the magical crypto friends on I can't remember who it was. He posted, oh yay, you're upgrading your Bitcoin Cash from your 8 megabyte blocks that no one uses now is going to be upgraded to 32 megabytes. Hooray, or something like that. And it made me rethink, like, yeah, like, is it going to change much? I mean, apparently they're able to do smart contracts now. As soon as that upgrade is finished and complete, and it goes through, which I believe it is now at this point in time, I think you can do smart contracts, or attempt to do smart contracts on the Bitcoin Cash network. Yes, 32 megabytes is too large for nodes. But even though they're doing the update, it doesn't mean that every block is now 32 megabytes. It just means the blocks could go up to 32 megabytes. So if you wanted to, if you set your ASIC miner to mine, you know, 4 megabyte blocks, that it will just search for 4 megabyte blocks of data. It doesn't mean every block is 32 megabytes. Their current capacity is 8 meg, and apparently hardly anyone has ever mined a 8 meg block. Most of it is sort of around the 4 meg mark. That's what a lot of miners are mining at the moment, 4 megabyte blocks. So you know, 32 meg, is anyone actually going to do that? Apparently the nodes, they can't handle, smaller nodes anyway, can't handle 32 meg. So you have to upgrade, or that you'd have to start using a more powerful node. That side of it I'm not too sure on. I've never done a node. I would like to one day. you know, start a node my end and actually be a part of the community. What are you guys saying? PJ says, what did I miss? Well, I got my dick out, PJ. Is that, you missed that, I'm afraid. You're going to have to rewind for that. Bitcoin Cash is a trap. You should try world mining. I'm invested and it's pretty profitable. Invest 10k and earn it back in 3 months, maybe 4. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme. 32 megabytes is too much for nodes. It is totally trash and nobody needs it. Frederick says, yo. BBL says, Antminer S9, 14 terahash at $925 at Bitmain. Rent it out to ProHash and get paid. Get your payout in any coin you want. Ha ha ha. I'm not too sure about that. I haven't looked into the renting your hash power, but then I don't know. Why wouldn't, I don't know. Would someone pay that much to do that? I know mining is profitable at the minute. So I've just come back, if you guys want to know, from Deadpool 2. I posted it on my Twitter, a picture, and also in the Telegram group. And pretty good film. But anyway, aside from that, on the way back, I was talking to my friend Dan. Now, if you guys are not aware, I've actually got my friend invested in Envium with me. So I bought all in total about 3,000 tokens, and 740 of them were his, and 740 were my friend Nathan's, and the rest were mine. So I had about 1,700 or something like that. And he was asking me, Glenn, what's going on with Envian? And I was like, oh, fuck. He doesn't watch my live videos like you guys do. So he hasn't followed it at all. He's just literally gave me some money. He said, Glenn, here's, I think at the time it was $400. He said, Glenn, here's $400. You invest in, can you invest some of that into that Envian for me? And I said, yeah, all right then. And he's like, Glenn, what's happened with my Envian? And I was like, oh, I had to say to him, I said, you know, Dan, it's like it's worth 28 cents at the minute. I said, oh, it did after they released this big update that they were going to announce to everyone. I said, you know, the price was either going to go up or down. I said, they released this update. It was a shit update, let's be honest. And he said, oh, what did the price go down to? I said, well, it went down to 35 cents when they first announced it. He said, oh, fucking hell, that bad? I said, no, that's not the kicker, Dan. I said, it's currently trading for 28 cents. He went, oh, fucking hell, Glenn. I thought you said this was a sure thing, and I thought you said it was going to go up. And I said, yeah, no, I'm really sorry, and it could do later on in the year. But I said, to be honest, he goes, well, have you kept all your tokens? I said, no, Dan, I've sold them. And he said, why'd you sell them? I said, well, they were going down in price, so I've just put the money into hopefully saying that will go up in the next 3 months, and then I'll look back at Envying again then. And he was like, well, what are you doing with my tokens? I said, well, I've still got them. You know, I wouldn't sell somebody else's tokens without them knowing. I said, well, I've kept yours and Nathan's aside, you know, in a separate account. I rang my friend Nathan up and I said, what do you want me to do with your tokens? He said, oh, yeah, keep hold of them for me. I'd rather just keep them as they are. So, I don't know. I feel largely responsible because, you know, they went on my recommendation. If I'd said to him, I'll invest in Z Classic, they would have done. Do you know what I mean? It's, is your crypto okay for mining? Well, I would like it to be. I would like I say, I would like to have a rig, a shelf set up here with mining, and that is still the dream. I'd probably go for more GPU mining at the moment, as opposed to an ASIC. And once I get this all set up, recover with EOS. Hope so, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that once I get this all kitted out, I'm going to get a GPU mining rig. I'd love to go through the whole process of making a GPU rig and setting it all up and learning the software and then just start mining. My uncle invested around 3k because of me in Envying. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. Hopefully it pays you back. Zcash is moving on up. You mean lose more money with EOS? Ooh, PJ's fighting talk there. We still keeping 100% of the token. Yeah, and that's how my friend Nathan and Dan have taken it. They're like, yeah, just leave it, Glenn. We can't be bothered to it. They don't really understand. Well, not understand, but they don't really. They haven't put in the time with cryptocurrency, so they're like, they don't understand anything else. They're just like, just leave it. They're just hoping, obviously, that fingers crossed it goes up in value. Which again, so am I. As you guys know, I've sold my Envian. I actually put most of it into EOS and then also Z Classic. I'm only going to hold on to Z Classic before the fork happens. I don't know why I'm pointing at you with this little selfie stick. No, I'm realistic. To be honest, EOS is... EOS seems like a really cool, awesome project. And the ICO finishes on June the 1st, so we've only got another week and a half, 2 weeks, then the ICO finishes. There seems to be a lot of support for EOS. I know David's a massive supporter in EOS. We had a nice conversation last night, me and David. And yeah, there's a lot of support for EOS, and the team behind it is awesome. And that Dan Larimer, he's a genius, and he's obviously done 2 successful projects already that have taken off quite big. So you have to say that EOS is looking pretty strong. And obviously their ICO finishes, and they're converting their ERC20 tokens into its own blockchain. It could go the way of Ethereum. It could, maybe, potentially. I know David's pretty sold on it. He can't see any other future than it being worth more than Ethereum. But I'm a bit more realistic. I say realistic, more reserved, because obviously I don't know what's going to happen. I would love EOS to go the way that Ethereum has and sort of hit, $100 or something like that. I don't know. To be honest, I'm losing all faith in me investing in anything that's going to go up in price. If I converted all my money into Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin would dip 10%. So I just don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I've got 150 people in the Telegram group chat, which you guys are more than welcome to join if you want to jump in and chat with me and Team BitGlen. And even some of those, there was one gentleman called Kev. He's like, oh, Glenn, I've actually hit, a gold mine, not gold mine, but like I've got really lucky. I've bought at this ICO stage of this coin. He even said, look, I don't particularly care about the project. I just invested in it because it was cheap at the time. And it's gone up loads in value. So, he's made a bit of money off it already, but he was hoping for big gains. And we were sort of joking about saying, oh, what colour are you going to pick your Lambo and that? But I don't know. Out of those 100 people, I've not had anyone come up to me yet and say, Glenn, I've earned this much money. I've earned big from cryptocurrency. And now I know some of you may comment now and say, oh, Glenn, I made 10 grand last month. But I don't know. I don't know. Am I losing faith? I do believe that a digital currency of some form will be the world currency. I can't see any other future other than that. Is it going to be Bitcoin? Is it going to be Bitcoin Cash? Is it going to be Litecoin? Is it going to be any of these? The one that we're thinking of may not have been invented yet. I just don't know. I think we're in such an early stage. It's like when the internet first went live, and I know a lot of people use this analogy, but it's the only one that I can think of in my lifetime that's happened. Obviously, I was around when the internet first kicked off, and if you guys may all remember AOL, and you would have thought AOL had such a grip on everyone accessing the internet back in the day, with the little disc, and you used to get a free 30-day trial, and you'd have to use the AOL search. You had an AOL email. They had such a massive... You would have put all your money in that company to say AOL's going to be the next Microsoft or the next you know, you would. Where are they now? We don't know. You know, now we're all always referred to as Google, don't we? You know, we talk about Google. Google pretty much runs the internet. So, and like Netflix wasn't even invented back then when the internet first went live, as far as I know. Amazon, you know, like Amazon was nothing when the internet went live. You know, it was all like funny images and like little gifs and stuff like that. I can't. So we're at this early stage, and we could all say Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. You know, all the way, like AOL, AOL, AOL. That's the way that everyone got involved in the internet. Everyone I knew had AOL, and now AOL are just, you know, not, maybe they're not gone, maybe they're doing something else, but they're nowhere near as big as what they used to be, as far as I'm aware. So that could happen with Bitcoin. So any one of these coins or projects could really take off and become mainstream. It wouldn't take a lot of convincing for the general public, because you've got to think there's such a small amount of people in cryptocurrency at the moment that it wouldn't take a lot to convince people, right, this is the new thing, you know, this is the one. But we'll see. We're in this space. Could be EOS, could be Ethereum. It'd only take one update, or it's probably going to be something by accident. You're going to have probably some crypto genius, or maybe even a crypto noob, go, yeah, I just basically copied the algorithm of EOS, or Ethereum, or Bitcoin, but I just tweaked this bit, and then it just worked. It just worked. Everything everyone wanted, it all came together, and I don't really know how I did it. I can imagine something like that happening, to be honest, and it's going to be a coin that everyone's going to go, that's a shit coin, it's a shit coin. Oh, look, it's gaining some traction. Oh, look, it's going to dump soon, don't touch it. Oh, look, it's up to $200. Oh, look, now it's worth $20,000. I can imagine something like that happening, actually. I would like to hope that it's Bitcoin, because Bitcoin seems the most decentralized. Apparently there's, I don't know if this is real or not, apparently there's a protest during the consensus week in New York of Bitcoin bankers against Bitcoin. It's got to be a joke. It's got to be. I literally don't understand what that was all about. But then Genesis Mining, they actually posted saying, oh, this is our first campaign. I thought, Genesis Mining? All just a joke. Yeah, I thought so. I was thinking, what bankers are going to come out and protest against cryptocurrency? There is a dead coin called goat coin. No, not the goat coin. Yeah, so that's. To be honest, I thought this consensus was going to be like, bam, 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 bam. You know, like a bit like what's the big electronics one? Is it E3? Well, no, that's an old thing, isn't it? What's the big one where all the new gadgets get announced? You know, like all the new TVs get announced. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I thought consensus was going to be, I'm looking to acquire it. Go for it, Russell. TechCrunch? No, it's what are you building? This is my crypto cave. So eventually I'm going to board this all out. It's going to be well insulated. It's going to be soundproofed. I'm going to be able to be as loud as I want. I can be now, really, but I can be as loud as I want, and you won't hear disturbances from outside in the videos. I want to get like a proper ring light, proper HD camera to do my webcams. Get 2 screens, get a TV on the wall. There's maybe a green screen behind, so I can do some really cool effects for you guys. And I don't know, I've put probably about £500 into getting it to this stage so far. I probably need to spend another, I don't know, probably another 300 or 400. So all in total, it costs, I'd say, about £1,000. And I think this is going to be a really cool spot to hang out in. I've noticed that the kids and the wife want to come in here more often now. Now that it's all emptied out, I've got a sofa in here, as you guys can see. And just through that window there, you can see the trampoline. So I can actually sit on the sofa and watch the kids on the trampoline, you know, just chill out. You're working hard, Glenn. Yeah, I'm trying. I want to create like a really cool YouTube channel. I really do. I didn't want to just do it for 6 months and give up on it. So I'm really trying for you guys. I hope you enjoy the content. I'm trying to be consistent. You know, I even thought, oh shit, I ain't done a video today. You know, I really panic about it. Obviously, I didn't do a video for a couple of days over the weekend. I lost about 10 subscribers. And I thought, oh shit, people are like losing faith in me. But I don't know. I watch some other YouTubers and they don't say it, but they talk as if they're experts in cryptocurrency. Unless you're a cryptographer or some sort of programmer, I don't see how you can be. There's so many projects out there, so many ICOs, so many coins. It's hard to keep track of all of them, and it's hard to know which ones are the good ones and which ones are the scam ones, or which ones are just going to give up eventually. There's also foreseeable things you just couldn't predict. So even if you're the best trader and you know everything about cryptocurrency, you know, it's only going to take the American government to say, right, we're going to ban all privacy coins, and then you're like, fuck. I had my major sharehold, you know, most of my hold in Monero or Bitcoin Private or Zcash or whatever, and then you're fucked. So I don't see how anyone can, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but, you know, just giving an example, it's very hard to stay on top of it. So what I was trying to get at with that is that I'm not trying to come across as any sort of expert or I don't say, you know, I don't offer any financial advice whatsoever. And I tried to tell you guys as it is, as I see it. And I tried to say, look, I think this is a scam. I think this is a Ponzi. You know, even when I first started, and every single YouTuber on here was pretty much talking about BitConnect. And I did the same. I went on BitConnect. I looked at the website, and I even said it live on my video. You know, you can go back and watch the old ones if you want. I said, this looks like a scam to me, so I'm going to stay clear of it, and I'm not going to recommend it. And it took a few months. You know, I kept watching Crypto Nick and all the others making loads of money with referrals. I'm like, God, I could do that. You know, I've got 500 subscribers now. You know, I wonder how many referrals I'd get. But then it all came out that obviously it was a Ponzi scheme anyway, and I'm not that kind of guy. I don't want to profit off other people's failings or being suckered into something. So I'm trying to be as honest and as I can be, also trying to not come across as some sort of expert and Mr. Know-it-all, which I'm not, and I don't want to lead anyone down any path. Something that is bothering me is this Envian. Now, I've said several times, until Envian come out with some sort of good update or good news or something like that, I don't see any point in holding on to the token. And that is someone who's been involved with them since before, you know, the ICO started. I can't emphasize that enough, because I know there's people message me and they say, Glenn, I only got involved in Envian because of you. And that kills me inside. Because even if Envian does become a success, I would love it if people come up to me and said, you know, oh, Glenn, I made loads of money because I followed your advice. That would be the greatest feeling in the world for me. I would love it. I would be like, great, yes. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give thumbs up. But, you know, if people start saying, Glenn, I only got involved in Envian because of you, you've lost me half my money, or, you know, stuff like that, I'd be devastated. I really would. I can't emphasize enough how at the minute I don't see any point in holding on to Envian tokens at all. I don't see any point in buying into them. I can see them dropping even further. Now, I've predicted the price of Envian a few times. I predicted that it was going to go down to 35 cents when that news story broke. I said if it wasn't a good news story, it was going to drop down to 35 cents, which it did. And then I also predicted I weren't going to buy back in till it was 28 cent. It is currently 28 cent, and it has been for a little bit. So I've called it a couple of times. I'm going to make another call that the Envian price is going to go, unless they bring out some sort of big news update or some sort of reassurance or something. I can see it going down lower. I can see it hitting a low of around 19 cent. And I think it will hover around the 20 cent mark. So anyone who's thinking, well, I don't want to sell now because, you know, it's so cheap, it can go lower. So just bear that in mind. You can lose more money. So let's have a read what you guys are saying. Hey Glen, I agree with your Envian point. I just shared your channel on my Telegram group. Thanks, BBL. Imagine a car garage valued a car in Bitcoin, then sold the token as a car buyer. You bought all your tokens, owned the car, and rented the tokens you didn't own until you bought. Thanks for that, Jimmy Grant. Crypto Nick, you have a camera stand in your hand. I do, but I just put I put the phone down so I could set this up. But actually, looking at it like that, I thought, wow, that's a pretty good spot actually. Just leaning it across the plasterboard. So yeah, I don't actually need this, but I like pointing with it. PJ, stop taking the mick out of my phone stand. Let me just grab my drink. So yeah, I'm trying to be as honest as I can. I'm trying to be as realistic as I can, because it's all well and good, obviously, people commenting and sending me messages and that saying, oh, Glenn, this, you know, buy this coin, that coin, and it's going to 10 times, it's going to, yeah, that's all well and good, because you're just telling one person, from one person to another. I'm talking to 1,000 people, or in this case, 18. But generally, my videos get about 200 views, and obviously different people watch different videos. I've got 1,000 subscribers, so I've got to assume that 1,000 people at some point are going to take note of something I said, hopefully. So I can't be on here saying, guys, buy this, buy that, buy, sell, sell. Because, you know, that's a morally wrong thing to do, and it's not a very responsible thing to do. So I can only recommend projects that I honestly believe, or not recommend, but mention to you guys. I don't want to be involved in anyone losing money in a scam, and I've maintained that since I started this channel. I really do mean it. So anyway, there you go. It's a great idea and project, but it just didn't have the hype it needed. I hear you, says Russell. Envian had massive, if you're still talking about Envian had massive hype, I believe anyway. They raised $100 million in 30 days. I think they were the sixth largest ICO of all time. So whether they had the hype or not, the trouble is that since the ICO stage, they've been very blunt, very quiet. They have released odd pictures here and there. They have commented stuff and tweeted bits, but they were basically just like, hey guys, we're still here, you know, hey guys, look, we're still doing a mining thing, and we have 2 containers now, not just the one. Whereas the way they were talking about it in the ICO stage, they were talking about, like, you know, all these MMUs just being shipped out and being made very quickly. And, you know, I remember messaging the Envian team and saying, like, how many units do you achieve a target to make? And they were like, once the production line's running, we'll be churning out, I think they quoted me saying like 6 or 8 a day. I was thinking, what? How the fuck can you do that? Like, you know, that's crazy. Like, people are struggling to get hold of like single ASIC miners and GPUs. What? And you're going to crank out 8 containers full of them a day? You know, where's that amount of supply coming from? Like, that's huge. But obviously, at that point, I was still like, well, maybe they've got, you know, they kept posting pictures of like, oh, we've just signed a deal, we've just signed a contract. So I started to think, oh, okay, maybe they've got it all together, maybe they've got it sussed. And now what are we in now? We're in May. So the ICO's been finished for about 4 to 5 months. And they still have the same 2 MMUs that they had during the ICO stage. So that says to me they haven't even switched on their production line yet. They're well behind their schedule. They're not going to hit their target of 600 MMUs by, what was it, June or July? We've only got a month and a half. They're going to make 600. They'd have to make, what's that? I don't know. We'll say we got 60 days. They'd have to make 10 a day. 10 a day between now and as far as I know, they haven't even gone live making them yet. So yeah, there's no way they're going to hit the target. So Envian, I would say, don't hold the token at the moment. I don't see any point in holding the token. No one's receiving dividend payouts. The price of the token's not going up. You're literally gaining nothing by holding the token. The only thing you will lose is if you sell your tokens at, say, 28 cents today, if the price of it goes up to $3 overnight or within the space of an hour because they release some sort of news, you'll think, fuck, why didn't I hold the token? So if you want to hold on for that reason, go ahead, by all means, carry on. But to me, that's essentially the same as all the other 1,600 coins out there. I can name Trump coin, just hold it until it pumps and then sell it. You know, that's that's exactly the same as every other coin out there. So it doesn't look like they're going to be paying any dividends out for quite a while, because until these MMUs start getting made, they're not going to have any cryptocurrency to dish out. So, you know, Pied Piper coin. Yeah, apparently, if you guys don't want, there's a TV show called Silicon Valley, and they sort of mention about cryptocurrency in the program, and their coin was called Pied Piper coin. Some fans have gone and created a Pied Piper coin themselves, and it's now become a real thing. So it's not actually the people in the show. It's not anything to do with the show. It's just a fan-made coin. So just be wary of that. Let's have a look. Envian will go down. No way. MMUs, the MMS. Where is the proof of work? Did you invest heavily in Envian? Well, for me, yes, I did. I invested about $1,500 worth, which I did $1,500 of Envian and I did $1,500 of Hashflare, and that was me completely skinted out. That was me done. You know, it's all well and good. People keep saying to me, Glenn, buy this, Glenn, buy that, get an ASIC, get this, get GPU, set up this, set up that. These are all things that cost thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars, which I haven't got, and I'd have to risk my family money to start doing that, which maybe one day will pay off. But as it stands at the minute, the amount of money that I've invested, I'll be lucky if I cashed everything out today. I would probably, well, actually, I know I would be at a loss of. So Hashflare I still haven't checked, actually. I think I've got about 2 weeks until I can cash out the next lot of 0.03 Bitcoin. That would equate to about, I assume, $300 worth of Bitcoin, roughly, if Bitcoin goes up to 10k again. Cash it out and buy some miners. Yeah, I could do, and I could do that. In terms of video content, I don't think it would be very good. It would give you a couple of days worth of content. It would just be videos of me saying, hey guys, miner's still running. Today I mined this amount and I used this much power. Hey guys, my electricity bill came through, which to be honest, if you want to see that sort of thing, JMS Vlogs, I recommend you go over and watch his videos, because he's pretty much done that. You know, he's doing videos of what he's mined every day, and what profit they've made, what electricity it costs, and stuff like that. So that's a great channel to check out. I highly recommend you go and check out JMS Vlogs. Yeah, so in terms of just do it all. Well, this is what I'm saying. I can't. If I had $10,000, I would spend. Would I though? I'd probably, just for the sake of doing YouTube videos. So I know all of you would say, no, do EOS or do this if you had 10 grand. But if I had 10 grand to improve the quality of YouTube videos, I'd probably buy a couple of ASIC miners. I'd set up a GPU rig for around $2,000 to $3,000, and then I would buy some coins. I'd invest in some ICOs that I thought were good and up and coming. I'd invest in maybe some coins like that are, you know, ready to take off, and I'd have a really good mixture to talk about there. And I could be like, hey guys, today we're talking about mining because this GPU's done this, or ASIC's done that. Today we're talking about, you know, the Coinbase website going down, or, you know, trading. This is a great project to invest in. So yeah, that's probably what I would do actually. But I've tried to do that a little bit. I've obviously invested in Hashflare, which is cloud mining, and I've invested in coins, and I'm sort of buying and selling different projects as I go along, trying to keep it current for you guys, and for myself. Obviously, you know, I don't just throw money away just to entertain you guys. I want to actually make some profit one day, and I'm trying to, you know, see through the shit. But we'll see. I hope. I went back and watched some of Crypto News, some of his older videos, and he invested in Envian, and not in Envian, in Ethereum. And I was watching his videos, and he seemed really like he's never really been that as open, like, which is his right, I suppose. It's probably the better thing to do. You know, how much he owns and how much he's got invested and stuff like that. But it seemed like obviously the quality of his videos have got better, the equipment he's bought's better, he set up a rig, obviously he does investments, airdrops, interviews with people. So I assume he's done pretty well out of it. And I hope one day I can be like that. I hope I can do well, and then I'll be able to report to you guys and obviously have a YouTube channel and say, look guys, look, I've not scammed anyone, I've not shielded anything, and I've managed to do well in cryptocurrency. Is that possible? You know, looking at currently as it is, no. It seems like the people that are making the most money are people that are willing to shield ICOs or projects. Russell says, I do the shilling. Yeah, that seems to be the way to make money. Anyone who's sort of honest out there are not really making any money. They're just sort of getting a small following of people that believe them and back that person. But, you know, I don't know. Hopefully that will pay off for me. Start shilling. But I don't take the money. B says, we should make a list for a single card mining PC and donate the equipment to Glenn. If you did, I would happily video the whole setup. Baby London says, laughing my fucking arse off, I assume. Baby London, you can do 10x if you piss in his face. He would love that. I'm up for that. All right, let me catch up with what you guys have said, actually. I'm the same as you. I haven't got enough money to do everything, but I'm still trading and trying to get 10% or so on my trades. Working okay at the moment. Baby London says 10k. I'm doing coke with McAfee. Mining is still very risky at the moment. I'm up for that, Kevin. It'll be great. You have some EOS. That will protect you. Start shilling. Don't take money. Russell, you are the top shiller here. You should know that. Damn straight. Glenn, don't listen. I think I've found something good. Coin janitor. Yeah, I'm not sold on coin janitor, I'm afraid. It's not saying that I want to be a part of Pigeon Coin. Yeah, I'm probably. But saying that, saying that, I don't know how to word this properly without sounding just not a particular coin. I was looking at Roger Ver, actually. He's just come out and done an interview with CNBC, Fast Money. I think that's the right channel. And he's basically said, Bitcoin Cash, obviously he's going to say it, Bitcoin Cash will double in price by the end of this year. So he's saying Bitcoin Cash currently at $1,300, something like that. He's saying it will double by the end of the year. So you're looking at 2.6, say 3K for one Bitcoin Cash coin. He was saying that Bitcoin Cash today is worth more than what a Bitcoin was worth a year ago before Bitcoin Cash came out. So it just goes to show you how far we've come along, actually. Although we say like, oh, we're in a dip and oh, I've lost 10% on that. Cryptocurrencies, most of them, are still worth more than they were at their all-time highs this time last year. So in that respect, if that was to continue, not that it will, you know, not saying it definitely will, we could be looking at coins this time next year and we could be saying, oh no, you know, we've had the January dip and February was a bad month for crypto. Oh, let's hope consensus is better 2019. And we could be saying, oh, Bitcoin Cash has dipped to $4,000. Fuck's sake, you know, Bitcoin's only worth 30k now. Oh, you know, I bought it when it was 35k. So, you know, I still believe that we're in a good space at the minute. You know, I'm not too worried about my position or where I am. I will buy into more cryptocurrency with fiat money once I've probably finished decking all this out, and I can do some more videos. I was thinking about doing something along the lines of, I think I've already mentioned this before, doing something like, obviously we were talking about shilling shit coins. I'm not going to shill shit coins, don't get me wrong. That's not something particularly I want to do. And people can see past the bullshit after like a video. But then I say that, there's some YouTubers out there that do it month in, month out, day in, day out, every day doing a video, just shilling shit. And people are commenting saying, I love your videos, you're the best, blah, blah, blah. And I think, well, how? I'm watching it and I'm thinking this is absolute bullshit. But some people must get really sucking into it. And I think, oh, God, why don't they watch my channel? But there you go. Obviously, it probably works, you know, flashy cars and people with, you know, Gucci sunglasses on saying, yeah, I invested in Pigeon Coin a year ago. Now look at me, you know, and people are like, oh my God, I want to be just like you. Which is really them saying, can you please tell me how to make money? But anyway, I was thinking about doing like an experiment of, obviously a lot of people do, you know, I'm going to invest in the projects I believe in and the ones that I think can do well and blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to see how they compare from now to this time next year or next month and stuff like that. What about the other side of it? What about if I was completely honest, and I'm not going to shill any coin in particular, but just say, do you know what, guys? I'm going to buy 10 shit coins. I'm going to invest $100 in each shit coin. And let's see how they go up in value or down over the course of a month. Now, you only need to catch one of them on a pump on a particular day or a week. And that would probably make up for maybe the other money you've lost on the other one. So a bit like spread betting, if you like. If you're on a roulette table, you could put $1 on each number. Obviously, your total bet would be $36. And if you win on the wheel, you would win $36 back. But let's say you get 2 or 3 of them come in, that pump, and you cash out at the right time, then who knows, you could obviously walk away a lot up, especially when you catch one of those ones that go up like 500% in a day. I don't know, that's just something I was thinking about actually. And I don't mean to say this as if you know, I'm going to go down the path of shilling loads of shitcoins, because I probably won't even talk about them. I'll just say, hey guys, I bought $100 worth of Trump coin. Don't know what the fuck it is. It's probably a shitcoin. It's probably a scam. But I'm going to see if it goes up in value anyway. Give it a week or two and then say, oh, look, it's gone down 10% or gone up 10%, blah, 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 you know. Because some of these coins are worth like 0.00001 of a cent. So you're talking about like 100 decimal points off 1% of a cent. Just, do you know what I mean? Something like that. You only need one of them to go up to 0.002 of a cent. So not even like a quarter of a cent. And you're like, oh, I've tripled my money or doubled my money in one day. So it reminds me a lot. If any of you have never, the Wolf of Wall Street, obviously he was trying to sell penny stocks, and that's why obviously the Wolf of Wall Street at the moment is trying to say, look, cryptocurrencies is what I was doing years ago, but on a large scale, like on a decentralized scale, and you know that's why he's saying, look, it will come crashing to an end, same as my career like that did. But at the moment, it's there to be taken advantage of, isn't it? You've got these penny stocks available to you that you don't have to be an investor. You don't really need to know much about them. You just invest in them, wait till they pump 10% and then cash out. You know, you're not going to get that with Bitcoin in a day. Well, you could do, I suppose. Bitcoin could. But you see what I mean. You know, it's for Bitcoin to go up 10%, you would expect that over a course of a week. I say that, I'm saying about 10% in a week as if it's a bad thing. Let's catch up with you guys. Someone said Pawn Cave. Good point, baby. What is a shitcoin? There's a lot of white paper projects which are yet to take off or even test alpha beta coding. That's from Baby London. At BitGlen, I think the big play in this cryptocurrency game is finding a good blockchain project with a strong business offer around a market and a naturally driven the value up with supply and demand. Yeah, and that's the thing, baby. And I completely agree with you in that respect. You know, if you come out and say, right, we've got this really cool idea, we're solving this problem, and there's only going to be 5 million coin or 10 million or even 100 million. But then there's coins out there that are like, you know, like Ripple, like 100 billion or 100 trillion coins are available. It's just, you might as well say there's an infinity amount of them. So yeah, you are right. And obviously that would, like you say, organically grow the value of the coin up. But some of these coins and some of these people are thinking, well, why would I do that? That's a long-term gain. I want short-term gain. So what we'll do is we'll say that there's 100 trillion of our coin, and the second people start selling it for 3 cents a coin, we can cash out 1 million of them, and it'll go up 10% in a day, and then the next day we'll cash out, you know, 110 million of it. You know, it's that seems to be the business model that everyone's doing at the moment. Obviously, a lot of these will fade away, I would hope, over time, because they're just literally pump and dumps. But yeah, the projects are good. That's why I'm quite interested in EOS. I know David's obviously a massive advocate of EOS, but obviously before David did say to me ages ago, get rid of your Envium for EOS, and I didn't do it just based off his recommendation. Once I looked into it with my EOS video, I was actually like, do you know what? This is a cheap coin at the moment that has a really good blockchain idea. The team behind it seem quite successful in what they've done before. So why would they then leave 2 successful projects to make a scam coin? It's very unlikely. So it gives me faith that, you know, he's obviously said, do you know what, this is such a good big idea that I'm going to leave these successful projects that I'm probably making loads of money off. I'm going to go and do this EOS thing. So I've got a lot of faith in EOS, actually. Not faith, like belief that it will go up in value. And I know David's a massive advocate of it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out in 2 weeks' time once the ICO finishes. Give it a few months. Obviously, once a few ICOs and smart contracts and dApps become available on it or start developing for it seriously, you know, we'll see probably a steady rise of EOS over a period of time. So that's sort of my project that I think will probably go up the most in the next 12 months. If you look at, and when I say that, just bear, Bitcoin could go up to 30k this year. Now that means from where it is now, you're talking about a 3 times where it is now. If you look at Bitcoin Cash, let's say Bitcoin Cash goes up to 4k, that's about a 3 times gain as well. If you look at Ethereum, if you say, right, I believe that's going to be worth about 2,000, 2 and a bit, say 2.2 by the end of the year. If that was to happen, obviously that's again about a 3 times gain actually. So cryptocurrencies, if you wanted to invest in something and think, right, I'm going to triple my money in the next 8 months, they're probably the projects to go for. EOS, on the other hand, is sort of, it's up there, it's in the top 5, but it has the ability to be either Ethereum killer or on par with Ethereum. Now, let's just say that EOS doesn't overtake Ethereum. Let's just say it's always considered the second choice. Let's just say, for example, I'm not going to get into which one's better and stuff like that. If you look at Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin Cash done very well being a second place alternative. And if EOS does the same, even if like Ethereum's worth $1,000, you would imagine that EOS is probably going to be worth $100 or even $500, something like that. Obviously today's prices, it's currently at $13. So to me, that's like, now you're talking about a 8 or 10 times gain. So the opportunity to earn the most money, I believe, is more so with EOS than any of the other top 5. I don't believe in IOTA at all. Probably giving a preview away for my next top 100 crypto video. Not too big a fan of Stellar. So yeah, I think EOS is set to, yeah, IOTA sucks, yeah. that's pretty much my opinion of it. You've just pretty much highlighted the next video that I'm going to do for that. So EOS, in my opinion, is one to watch out for, definitely, guys. Even if it doubles by this year, you know, you're talking about, at the minute it's at $15, you're talking about going to $30. Now you look at, say, Neo, which is the next big thing, next blockchain other than Ethereum. Neo's what, $70 to $100. So you got to think, you know, even if EOS goes anywhere near Neo, then you're still talking about 5 to 7 times gain. That's just to get to the same stage as Neo. So I don't know. We shall see. Let's catch up. Is there anything else you guys want to talk? I've been going for about an hour and a bit now. God, I could talk for England. Fucking hell. I didn't realise how much I talked until I started doing these YouTube videos. It's made me realise I do chat for ages. You guys must get bored of me constantly droning on. ETH has no chance to change at all, says David. Oh, David's commented quite a lot. I know he loves the... let's see. Let me catch up with... Glenn, you need some more ref links that will give you some passive income. Just sign up for more exchanges and promote some ICOs. People are free to decide if they want to use links. That's a good point, Frederick. I completely agree with you, actually. You know, if I say, like now, obviously I'm talking about EOS. If EOS approached me and said, Glenn, we'd like you to talk about EOS and we'll pay you $500 to do it. If I had genuinely thought it was a good project and I thought, well, do you know what? I probably would just talk about them anyway. I would say, hey guys, I'd probably have a link at the top, a big bar at the top saying sponsored content or something like that. So it's very clear from the offset. I am being paid to mention what I'm about to say. But I would still give my honest opinion on it. I would say, hey guys, this is my honest opinion, but don't take what I say as total gospel because I am being paid by blah, blah, blah. If some scam coin approached me and said, Glenn, we want to pay you $1,000 to, and you have to big us up and you have to say nothing but good things, and our coin's worth this and there's a referral link and you get 10% and all that, then I'd probably be like, no, I'm not interested, because the second I do that, I know I'm going to lose half of my community anyway, and you guys are worth more to me than earning, say, $1,000 over a thing. Now, if it was 50,000, we'll see. So yeah, I do agree with you. Was that Fred that said that? I do agree with you, and I do try and post referral links. If you actually go down to my description, I would love it if you guys use probably the only one that I feel comfortable recommending at the minute is Binance. I've got a Binance referral link. If you click on that, and I don't know if it's only for new people that sign up or if people that already have an account, because I know they call it friends or something, or recommendations on Binance. If you guys use my referral link and you do most of your buying through Binance anyway, if you can use me as a referral, so I get some sort of cut out of that, I'd really appreciate that. Or you can head over to Team Bitglen and obviously purchase merchandise. I would love it if I could set something up where I could accept cryptocurrency as payment. I'd love to do that. Try and help, obviously, the cryptocurrency community as well build. The more people that accept it, the better. But currently, the shopper fee that I use, they only accept credit cards and PayPal and stuff like that. So that's really the only way I'm sort of earning any money from doing any of these cryptocurrency videos, which hasn't been much. I think I've earned about $100 since doing all these videos, which I'm not knocking. That's still better than nothing. My channels are not monetized. I have been approached by a couple of coins in the past to talk about their coins, and I've flat out said no, just because I don't believe in the stuff that they've said to me. So why should I then pass it on to you guys? Do you have your wallet addresses posted here? Can't tell. Yeah, so if you go down to my description, there should be, I've got an Ethereum link, address. I've got a Bitcoin, a Litecoin. I think that's it. Down below, donations are welcome. If you guys ever donate anything and say, Glenn, you should buy this with it, then I'll gladly oblige and do that. I don't just expect you to make donations and just give me money for no reason. So, tell me what you want me to improve the quality of the videos, or PJ, he sent me a message once and said, Glenn, I've made a donation to your Litecoin address, and I said, what do you want me to do with the money, because I don't want to just spunk it. He said, buy your kids ice cream, so I did. I went out and bought ice cream. So I still remember that, actually, and I still appreciate that from PJ. What else are you guys saying? I'm struggling to keep up here. Agreed, Frederick. I've been investing on the tech and what I believe will catch on. Also took my profits and bought some ant miners. I will post a picture on the Telegram group. Thanks, BBL. I love it when other people share stories, actually, and stories that I believe in anyway. You get some people message going, oh my God, I've made $1 million off Telegram token. You should join in as well. You think, yeah, it's bullshit. But it's always nice to hear genuine stories. That's why I'm interested in Kev's coin that he had, and some people said, Glenn, stay clear of that coin, and I don't care what coin he's got. If if people in Team Bitglen are doing well, then I don't care how they did it, as long as it didn't hurt someone in the process, then fair play to him. Don't care if it's a shit coin or not. What about shilling XVG and then you can turn the man cave into a porn cave? I'd love to do that, PJ. That sounds awesome. Maybe it's just your polite way of calling me a wanker. Porn cave. Glenn, you need to have some more referral links. Just give some. All right, I read that one. He'll be in the cave riding EOS until it pumps and dumps. At Fred, and if this don't work out, go buy a ski mask and start robbing the local stores. I have some investing on the tech and what I believe profits will catch on. Agreed, Frederick. Ha ha ha. Goat coin. I'm up to 4 L3s and I'm waiting for my second Z9. BBL, how are you getting on with your Z9? Have you received it yet? I can't remember if they were shipping out straight away or not, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Z9. David says, I was 2011 mining Bitcoin and went all in on EOS for 600k. I will win again. Got 265,000 EOS. Says David. Wayne's World says, Stratus to the moon soon. Still dumping EOS. It doesn't matter. Price of EOS will moon soon. And Mu. EOS is technical KO. KO. Ethereum, I mean. Ethereum has no chance to change at all. IOTA sucks. Right Child is up. Time to give him a bottle chat later night. Thanks for joining, Wayne. Nice for you to chat in the video. IOTA really sucks. So does EOS. Kevin says, UK summer meetup, Glenn. UK summer meetup. It would be awesome to meet up with some of you because obviously I chat to you almost every day. I was thinking about it earlier. I actually chat to you guys. This is pretty sad, I suppose. I chat to you guys more than I do some of my closest friends and family because, like, say, my mother and sister and brothers, I chat to them once every few weeks, once a month. Sometimes I go a few months without even talking to my own mother. Whereas you guys, I pretty much talk to probably 3 times a day, which is, I suppose, a bit sad, but, you know, that's just how it is. So, yeah, I would love to meet any of you guys. If any of you guys want to meet up for a beer or go and talk about cryptocurrency, yeah, I'd love that. So maybe we should arrange something in the UK. Russell says, no, don't take money. Please register your Ethereum. Please register your ETH address for EOS. Yes, I think that's... Yeah, I need to do that, actually. Do you have your wallet address posted? Can't tell on here. Do you create content and educate and entertain us? Thank you, B. That's very nice of you to say. I will make another donation if you sell all your EOS. How much donation are we talking about, PJ? Now get Rev, ETN and Pigeon wallet and post the addresses at Ski Mask Scheme. Yeah, that's it. All caught up. Biggity bam. Another thing that's quite important to me with this YouTube channel actually is the community. So I try and read out all your comments. I was watching again JMS Vlogs video, and I actually took part and I commented on his live videos, and it was really it was sort of exciting when he was reading out my comment, or you know, and I was thinking, oh, this is really cool. So I was thinking, oh, I wonder if that's how you guys feel about me reading out your comments. Probably not, because I do it so much now that you're just used to it. If I didn't read out your comments, you'd probably be like, oh, what was off with Glenn today? Fucking hell. So yeah, it was really it was quite cool to, you know, communicate with people that way. But to me, it's quite important, you guys and the community. I will always try, I say try, obviously the Telegram group obviously took off faster than I expected, and I used to comment on there all the time and try and reply back to every single comment. But, you know, like, I go cinema and I come out and there's just pages and pages of conversation. Like tonight when I come out of Deadpool, you know, I was at work 3 till about 7, and then I went and saw the film at 8 till 10. I come out and I tried reading all it took me a good 20 minutes, half hour to catch up to the bottom of the chat, and then I start replying to people. So, you know, that's one way that I'm finding it harder to communicate with everyone, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying to reply to every YouTube comment, any Twitter comment, any messages I get through Instagram, Facebook, which you can follow me all with the name BitGlen. And obviously these live videos, I try and talk to you guys as much as I can and try and be fluent with it. So I hope you guys appreciate that. I hope that helps my channel grow. I hope that gets more interaction. I checked a website actually about crypto influencers, and I'm on there actually. And they had like some of the biggest YouTubers on there, but it gave you a statistics that I've never seen before on YouTube, and one of them was viewer interaction, and some of them, like the big ones, had hardly any interaction. So if you imagine, say, Crypto Daily or Superman, they're sort of pre-recorded videos or video he's already rehearsed what he was going to say and he tries to say it as quick as he can, and he just has very little interaction with his audience in recording the video. I don't know what he does obviously outside of the video, but anyway, it came up with these statistics like 9%, 10%, and I thought, oh, I wonder what mine is. So I went down and it was like, mine's like, I don't know, it was really high. It was like 60, 70%. I thought, fucking hell. So that means 70% of all the people that watch my videos are actually interacting with me. So obviously, if that continues, if my subscribers go up to 2,000, 3,000, if 70% of them are all commenting, I won't be able to keep up. So I do apologise if that ever happens in advance, hopefully. But I will try my best. I will try my best to. I feel like this has now become more. It isn't just me. This is like a. I always say Team BitGlen, but I mean it. It's become more of a community-driven channel, and I really enjoy that. Actually, it keeps me motivated to keep. If I was just doing videos off my own bat and not talking to anyone, I would have probably give this up a couple of months ago because I would have got bored. So you guys are keeping me entertained. So well done for that. So you're much as part of the channel as I am. So anyway, that's enough of me kissing ass. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I'll do a video. I'm gonna probably take some more pictures once I plasterboard this room and get the setup going. If you want to follow me on that journey, don't forget to join the Telegram group chat, which the link to it is down below. There's about 160 members in there now. You can also, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button, which may be here. I don't know how they appear on these live videos like this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. We've had between about 30 and 10 people dipping in and out of the video. We've had 12 likes, so hopefully you that are all watching now have all clicked that like button for me. Share this on any social media you've got, or any of the videos that you like of mine. If there's a video that you particularly like on my channel, please feel free to share that with your friends and family or anyone that you know is into cryptocurrency. And if they want to be a part of Team BitGlen and joining in the live chat and you want to get them involved as well, feel free to tell them to jump in as well. Even if they disagree with some of the stuff I say, you know, I'm happy to hear different points of view. So thanks for joining, guys. Thank you for all the continued support. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And I never know how to end these videos. I find it really hard to say, you know, that's it, finished, done, bye. So what should I say? Should I say, hey, hey, hey? I'll see you later, guys, bye.